Is at the top of his game, playing for laughs, subtly, the part of a congressman named Charlie Wilson.
Maybe a distant relative to Buffy Wilson from the TV series Bosom Buddies, starring that Tom Hanks and Peter Scolari.
It's 1980, and Charlie Wilson sees that there's a mess of a war going on in Afghanistan. Rebels there are fighting the Russians.
Oh, goodness, the Russians with their vodka and their ushankas and their waiting in line for jeans.
Charlie slowly learns that the U.S. isn't really helping the Afghanis defeat those Reds, who at the time were our bitter enemies. Charlie enlists some help in his efforts to put more funding towards the rebels, and he does it with the help of Christian right activist and overbearing Texan Julia Roberts' character. He also gets support from a CIA rebel without a war, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Hoffman's character helps Wilson understand the covert ops world. Roberts' character helps him enlist further help in the House.
Well, that's just great. I tried to enlist some men from the House myself, and all I got was business card for a taxi service and a green lifesaver. One enlisted person is Ned Beatty's character, who says things like this fight is good versus evil, simplifying the war the U.S. has covertly joined, as only a politician could. He plays his very religious congressman, sort of like a bloated George Bush. Now there's a man who should be made to bend over and squeal like a pig. Wah! The movie is funny, but it's a comedy for people who are into politics. So if you do enjoy the ins and outs of the political world, you'll enjoy this movie from director Mike Nichols and screenwriter and West Wing creator Aaron Sorkin. One interesting note is that the scenes of the Afghanis getting attacked were always fairly graphic and very intense. But when the Russians were finally attacked, it was like watching a G.I. Joe cartoon, minus the guy parachuting from his plane at the last minute. Yo, Joe. Also, there's a scene of an Afghani refugee camp where the wounded go for treatment, and that was also strangely tame, in spite of the effect that that camp has on several of the characters. Those directorial choices confused me. But otherwise, it's a very strong film that, yes, is indeed making a comment about today's terrorist world in which we live. Don't you agree, Buffy? Oh, yes. Well, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I need to think about this. Okay, yes. And what about you, buddy?
I guess so.
Well then, I guess we're unanimous. Nothing wrong with me.